Okay guys, a couple days later, went down and visited Santa Claus and Cody this morning with the family, and it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock on a Saturday, and I'm gonna go hit that same lake again, try to see if we can get some tip-ups to fly. So come along again and we'll see what happens. Good time of year, and just head out after the chores are done, see if you can catch a fish. Get a little minnow here. This little deal's got a hole in it. We've seen that before. Kind of a cute design. You can scoop up the minnow and drop it right in your hands. This is kind of a small minnow, but it's kind of what I want for this hole, because this is kind of my don't get skunked hole. So hopefully the smaller minnows will bring in more fish. Even if they're not quality, they'll be quantity. And I'm going to keep this one a little bit high for now. Mid-water column. Grab a blue tips, verify it's working, plug it in. Put a little bigger minnow on this one. Once they get in this good oxygenated water, they liven up quite a bit. Got a sunset going right now, and the moon is about 3/4, just coming up in the east. It's about 2.5 hours old, 3 hours old. Well, that's a lucky minnow there. You can just feel it. Yeah, buddy. That's gonna be a good one. There is no split shot on this one, no big deal. Put a smaller minnow on here. I think this is like a fat head or something. Those usually bring in the fish. Boy, he's feisty. It's gonna be a good night, I can feel it. We'll see. The other night I didn't catch as many fish, didn't have any flags, but I think it's because the wind came in. We had a storm front cruising in. We had some big winds that night. And that's the first time in a long time that we didn't have flags at night. I'm gonna put these blue ones a little bit closer, because they might have last year's batteries. I know they do. And they might not be as signally, so we'll put them a little closer to the trailer. Okay, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Hit scan all devices, because I don't have them personalized right now. We're fishing. You can turn off your home screen there, and we will wait for that thing to bark at us. Mars is coming up in the east, and we got the moon, Jupiter. I imagine Saturn is getting ready to set in the west. Should have brought the telescope out tonight. What a beautiful night. Sitting here watching a movie. Life is good. It's a good little light. These old Milwaukee floodlights. They got 3 different settings. One's the beam and flood, and then a flood. I'm not seeing that one spinning. What do you do? There we go. Don't lose him at the eyes. Nice little walleye. That's what I like. It's a good little eater. Good little eater. Suppose I should have got a picture of him. Oh well. Let's go get a minnow. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Getting a little bit of ice in here. I think I'll put a smaller minnow on. Increase my chances of success. That one doesn't have much life to him. I think he might be dead. No, he's still kicking. I'll tell you what, we'll put on another buddy with him. Keep him alive. Keep him lively. Sometimes I'll put 2 minnows on. They keep each other entertained. I'll take the one that's lively and pin his tail so he feels like he can get away, and it'll make the whole setup just dance. There we go. Now they're gonna dance. I don't think the walleye can turn that down. And back to the movie. I just looked out the window and what did I see? Tip up flashing for you and me. Little tiny one. I mean tiny. Next year's eater. There you have it. Smack him upside the rear end, get him going again. And it worked. We got him. So I think, I'm not so sure he was, on. I think he was just in the vicinity of it. And I actually had to set the hook on that one once he thought the minnow was getting away. What do you say we make a hot chocolate for the road here? This is one of those GSI tea kettles. Got a little Stevens cherry. A few years old, but it's still tasty. Well, movie's over. I'm gonna pack it up and get out of here. I'd like to thank you again for coming along. And we will see you again. Tight lines.